Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to do experimental design. We're going to first introduce some vocabs. The definitions related to experiments. First, treatments. It's the variable of interest. Experimental units. It is the subjects or objects that we are studying. Explanatory variable. It is the independent variable, also known as factors or levels. Take a look at the example right here. If we want to test the effectiveness of a bulb, we can first divide it into two treatments. First with low light, second with bright light. Then we can divide each treatment into two sub-treatments group, one with warm temperature and one with cold temperature. The placebo is dummy or fake treatment, also known as sugar pill. So right here I listed several real-life treatments using placebo effect, and you can actually see placebo effect is really interesting, and sometimes it will maybe lead to illusion for the patients thinking they're really doing the treatment even though they're not. So take a look at the first one, knee surgery. Patients who received a fake surgery with a small incision experienced the same level of pain relief as those who underwent real knee arthroscopy, a study found. Pain relief. In early studies, people given a placebo felt the same amount of pain relief as those who were given an actual pain medication. Depression. Studies have shown that placebos can be just as effective as real antidepressants in managing depressive symptoms. Migraine headaches. Patients who received a placebo medication still reported significant relief from their migraine headaches. Indulgent milkshake. Participants who were told a 320-calorie milkshake was a 620-calorie indulgent. One showed a decrease in the hunger hormone, not really sure how to pronounce it, indicating they felt more full compared to those who believed it was a low-calorie drink. Fake alcohol. A study showed that people who believed they were drinking alcohol exhibited the same signs of impaired memory and unreliable witness behavior as those who were actually drinking alcohol. Brain activity from visualization. A brain scan experiment showed that the area of the motor cortex associated with the playing piano expanded in people who were simply visualizing playing, similar to those who were actually playing. Honest placebos. Some patients with severe irritable bowel syndromes reported improvements from taking placebos, even when they were told upfront that the pills were inactive. So pretty interesting placebo effects. Control group. Placebo is also known as a control group. It is the baseline comparison. Double blind. Participants and experimenter don't know what group they are in. Statistically significant. Results could not have happened due to random chance alone. So right here, I want to show you a pretty interesting video that's kind of relating to a placebo effect, because I always think that was interesting.
I think we should quit.
Yeah, listen, I didn't get dragged down here just to get my butt whipped by a bunch of ugly monsters. I ain't going out like that. We're letting them push us around. We gotta fight them back. We gotta take it to them. We gotta get right in their face. What do you say? Are you with me or not?
You finished? A great speech and all, Don. You had him riveted. But didn't you forget something? What? The secret stuff. Whoa! Nice jump for you. Play along. You stop hogging it, right? Where your feet is. Stop.
Would you? No, I mean, I think you guys really need it. I mean, you're so tough. We're also chickens, so it's really ain't playing.
You know, this goes against everything they taught me in health class.
You wanna win?
Bottoms up.
I'm trying to kick some alien butt, huh?
Okay, it was pretty interesting. I think you can see like the placebo effect really plays a significant role than we usually expected. Okay, so moving on to 4 key principles of experimental design. First is the randomization. It's randomly assign subjects to treatments, specific and create equal groups. That's the main goal. Replication is more than one participant per treatment group. Control. Think about variables that could affect the outcome. Placebo, control group, baseline measurement, blocking, etc. Comparison, what exactly will be measured, response variable. our first experiment, a completely randomized design. So in here, I'm going to show you like how you can really write a formal paragraph for a experiment, because it will usually be tested on AP exam. So we have 100 tomato plants, and we first randomized them into old fertilizer with new fertilizer. So we really want to compare how each of those will impact the tomato plant's growth. After 3 months, we're going to compare numbers of tomatoes produced by each. So I always recommend when you see a experiment FRQ, you can first draw a diagram like this. It will help you to visualize how are you going to actually write it in paragraph. So we have 100 tomato plants. We will assign each plant a unique number between 1 to 100 using a random number generator. All of the even numbers will get the 50 new fertilizer, and all of the odd will get the old 50 fertilizer. We will ensure that all 100 plants will have similar environments, water, sunlight, etc. Over a 3-month period, the total number of tomatoes produced will be calculated. We will compare the average number produced by plants with the new fertilizer with the average number from plants with the old fertilizer. So this is how you're going to write in paragraph. The part that I highlighted is the important things that you don't want to forget. An improvement, the block design. So right here we have a kind of level 1 paragraph, but if we want to make it more specific or blocking more variables, potential variables, we can use a block design. Stratify example in here. So still 100 tomato plants. We're gonna see, because different types of bread will impact the tomato growth period, different plants may have different growing period. So we're gonna divide it into two breads. One is beefsteak, 50 tomato plants. One is cherry, 50 tomato plants also. We're gonna randomly assign those breads with new and old fertilizer, and we're gonna average number of tomatoes, and we're gonna compare at the end. So this is how a stratified sample looks like. We block the breads of the tomatoes at the beginning, and we're testing how the fertilizers will impact the growing period. So same thing, write it into words. We will split the 100 tomatoes by kind, 50 cherry and 50 beefsteak. Number the cherry plants number 1 to 50 and use a calculator to generate 25 random unique numbers. Those 25 will get the new fertilizer, the remaining 25 will get the odd. Do the same for the beefsteak. We are controlling for differences in the species of the plant. After 3 months, with similar environments, we will compare the average number of tomatoes produced within each fertilizer group. We will then compare the difference across species to see if the fertilizer works better for one species. So I think that is very important. At the end, you want to re-emphasize the purpose for you to block variables, to block the species in this case. And you want to compare the results if it's going to make a difference or not. Even better, matched pair design and pair design. So you can see that we're moving with level 1 to level 2 and level 3. So level 1 will be a completely randomized design, level 2 will be block design, level 3 will be matched pair design. This will help us to eliminate or to reduce more bias or variables. So individual receives both treatments, and or identical twins receive both treatments. So yeah, so basically you will maybe asking one, or not asking in this case, but you will let one tomato receiving both fertilizers, or you will get two tomatoes share a lot of similarities, getting two treatments, see if that makes a difference. So we're not going to dive deep into it in this video, but I'm just showing you this is a even better design for you to do your experiment. Okay, so blocking with two individuals in the block twins or the same individual twice, pre and post. So here is several articles that are related to the blocking pair design. I can show you really quick right here. Yeah, so twin study shows smoking ages your face faster. Yeah, so those are the identical twins, and you can see one is smoking, one is not. Can you see who is smoking, who is not? Okay, so the twin on the left has smoked 17 years longer than the twin on the right. Note the differences in lower lid bags and upper and lower lip wrinkles. Okay, can you see? Let me see. Oh, smoking twins. Who is smoking? So both twins are smokers. The twin on the right smoked 14 years longer than his brother. Okay, who is smoking? The twin on the right is a smoker. The twin on the left is a non-smoker. Note the differences in the lines between the nose and mouth. Okay, same thing. Who is the smoker? The twin on the left is a non-smoker, and the twin on the right smoked for 29 years. Note the difference in aging around the eyes. Okay, so that's a pretty interesting article about that. Yeah, and this is another interesting article. So you can see that this is a twin sister. I'm not really sure like the article was about. You can feel free to look at the like go to the link and look at those articles. It was pretty interesting about the identical twins. It actually like it made me shocked at the beginning when I see those. I never thought about like identical twins can actually share a lot of similarities. This is another interesting one. NASA picks 10 experiments for unprecedented astronaut twin study. It's a video. Also an article related to it. Yeah, so feel free to do like read all of those. And that's just an interesting article, like interesting fact I saw. So you can see that statistics is actually pretty related to real life. You can actually use the things that you learn in class to implement them in real life and see how interesting phenomenon it will be. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you.